Yo, hello there. What's up, guys? It's the second episode of our podcast, Spotting Through Dimes. And today I'm going to be discussing with our friend Manaf Yousefzai. He is a part of our marketing agency, and yeah, we discussed about him in the last episode where I discussed with our great friend Muwashir Muhammad. So yeah, what's up, bro? How are you doing, man?
I am fine. How are you? What?
Yeah, Alhamdulillah, bro. I'm doing great as well. So this is the second episode of our podcast.
Yeah.
And what do you feel about it? I'm sure you watched the first episode as well.
Yeah. I watched the first episode with you and Washir. It was great, and I am excited also for the podcast. I'm really looking forward to say whatever in question me also.
Okay, that's actually great. So I'm not going to be beating around the bush. The first question I'm going to ask is, ever since the first day I talked with you, I felt like something was immensely different, right?
Yeah.
For instance, any other guys, no matter how educated they are, no matter how eloquent they are, there's this feeling of voidness. You don't really sense any sort of value in their words. It's like they are wasting their time with you. But for you, it's different, right? You don't really speak in a very detailed or precise fashion, but still, every sentence of yours has some sort of value.
Okay.
So, with that in mind, the first question I'm going to ask you is, what actually encouraged you and enticed you to get into this journey of financial independence?
So what actually encouraged me is in 2019 when the coronavirus hit up, I was watching many of that TikToks and everything about finance. So one of the guy which was really inspiring to me was Shahid Anwar, which is actually in TikTok, and he's doing FBA. He's having more than that of FBA. He's having real estate and many other assets. So it inspired me. Along with that, when I started Amazon FBA, I started with the passions that it will go along and give me a success in my life with the education, with everything. So that was the thing which I actually experienced. Most of the time, many people would say like he's lying to me and he's having some type of psychosis of like Shahid Anwar, and he has done something to him. But it's not like that. When you go to FBA, when you go to Amazon FBA, it's like you are stuck in that and you will be like very, very successful.
Yeah, that's actually a very good point. Yeah, let me assume, Shahid Anwar, I think he is a Pakistani, right?
Yes.
Which state is he from?
He's from Peshawar, Swat. Like he's very near to my area.
Okay, mashallah, bro. There is this other Pakistani influencer I know who is famous as well, very famous. I think he has like more than 3 to 5 million followers on Facebook. This is like a huge level of influence, especially in a country like Pakistan, right? Where there are 200 million people. So his name is Azad Chaiwala, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
He Shahid Anwar actually did podcast with him also.
Oh man, that's such a coincidence, man. For me, I'm not a Pakistani, right? But for me, I'm really fascinated by Pakistanis. I have a lot of Pakistani friends. And Azad Chaiwala, he actually comes as fascinating to me. But one thing I disagree with is that
Maybe his attitude.
No, his attitude and everything is all right?
Okay.
And it's not just a problem with him. You see the other personal finance influencers, right? I talked about Rich Dad Poor Dad in my previous video. Yeah, I talked about how he's a scam and all that. I mean, he's not totally a scam, but he is not really that much of a reliable person.
In a sense of that, in past times, people used to say old is gold. But right now, when internet is there, old is sometimes never gold. You have to try something new.
Yeah, this is true. For me, my disagreement comes with the fact that, everybody is having something to say against the education system, right?
Yeah.
For me, generally, people would look at me and assume, yo, Salman, bro, you are against the education system, right? I mean, yeah, somewhat I'm against. But
And there is something also that I would have to tell you. There's fact which have like deeply pushed for. So like I'm not accusing any educational system, but sometimes when you get angry to your teacher and you say, "I've been fees for you and you don't educate me right." So here's the thing: some of the education systems tell you, even my teachers tell me that like you pay tax and then the salary comes to us. No, it's not like that. It's actually in Pakistan, especially when you have a private school, the government of Pakistan takes 20% from you, and the 10%, like there is 40% distribution on everything, like government, the Ministry of Education of Pakistan. Then it comes 10% to the landlord, which the school is, and then 10% to the water and electricity, and the 60% goes to the staff. Here's the thing: many teachers don't want you to like recognize.
yeah, this is true. So what I'm saying is, personally, the education system, it does have its flaws, but the flaws of the mentality of those involved in the education system is much worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, for instance, like, the education system isn't bad. It is actually doing what it is supposed to do. Of course, like, subjects like history have lots of issues.
Yeah.
They will teach the government's version of the history, politics, and political structure. But other than that, the teaching of science, maths, everything else, it's actually nothing wrong, right? But the problem arises when everybody says, if you don't get educated, you'll be a garbage man. This reminds me of this. Yeah, I think
Many people does the same thing. Like people force you to educate, but they don't get to tell you about the business, the things which are lying ahead. And many people think that like when I do research deeply, I think when you have some type of money and people don't actually recognize business because they say like, might be that what I saved from the recent years, like even 6 years money, let's say like 1 million. If I do it in the business, might be it would fall down. Business have risks. It is not like that when you have a shop and the next day you are a millionaire. It's not like that. It's not like that. You can say that like Elon Musk, he didn't become a billionaire in one day. It was 20 years that he became a billionaire. He had to work hard. He had to leave his comfort so that he can work hard and smartly. Work hard, I mean like it's not work hard and then get money. No, it's like work smartly and hardly so that you can get money. Here's the thing.
Okay. So yeah, you have actually brought up a great point, right? The amount of money you get is not linear, right?
Yeah.
It's like there will be ups and downs, and not just that. Eventually,
You have to risk millions if you are having a billions of dollars company. You have to risk millions in that.
Yeah, exactly. So okay, this brings me to the second question, right? Yeah, we live in an age where social media is an unnegligible, or like it's something you cannot neglect in your life, right? So in the past few days, short forms of content, right, like TikTok or YouTube Shorts or Instagram News, they have been shortening our attention span. What's your opinion on that?
On TikTok and Instagram.
Yeah, like the short form content.
Many on the like that shorts which many other creators. I think their reach, because shorts, videos of big quantity does not reach that much of that of shorts which you create. Even TikTok has 10-minute video mode. 10-minute video does not reach that much. Instead of 60 or 50 seconds video, that reach is more high. like my video, you can see in my TikTok that it reached 11,000 people in on that day.
Wow, 11,000 people?
On that day, only 11,000 people stopped it from there.
11,000 people.
Yes, 11,000.
How many followers do you have on your TikTok?
Right now it's a little. It's like 60, 70 people. It when you get a reach, because at that time I was having around 20 followers, 30 followers. But when I actually posted around, it was around a 6-second video on which I bought a pen of like $1. Okay, and then it went up. Like, I was checking my TikTok frequently. I was refreshing it, and once I got the comments, the likes, everything. Once I got over there, I said, let's see my brother if he likes it or not. So when I went there to my profile, it was 1,000 views. Oh my God, man! Where the heck, like, what the heck, man? I was like 100 views a day, even 200 views, barely reaching 1 week. And at that time, I got like 1,000. I was like happy to my mind. And then I had a passion of making more and more videos.
Yeah, this is actually like, a very powerful tactic they're using. Is like,
It's
you
like
put tons of
also
effort.
in YouTube, and the same thing, because you cannot discourage a person on getting short videos for his profile. Maybe sometimes YouTube shorts, you don't get that much views, but you get to know some people. Some people might like subscribe to maybe because he's creating some good content. It's like creating your own brand. It's not creating others' brand for their sake,
Yeah, exactly.
for your sake.
Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, another thing, bro. This is like something about me personally, right?
Mm-hmm.
2 or 3 years ago, right? I was like completely a nerd, and not just a nerd. I used to be like, one of those antisocial types of person. Like, sure, I used to go out with my friends and all that, but like, when my friends used to take picture, they're having fun, they're enjoying. I used to have this sense of envy, right? I'm like, these guys, they're having such good life, and generally feeling jealous and down. And the other thing about me was back then I was extremely camera shy. Not just camera shy, right? I absolutely hated camera. Like, if you have seen any photos of me from back then, right? You will notice I had a frowning face in 100% of the photos. Before that, the last photo, right, in which I was smiling, it's from 2013 or even before that. Just imagine, almost a decade has passed. But ever since last year, right, I've been slowly getting accustomed to putting my face in front of cameras, recording myself, and like taking selfies and sharing with my family members and friends. And as of recent, right, I don't really stutter much anymore. I don't really feel much shy anymore. I'm able to express myself more freely. So as you can see, we are communicating,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, I'm being as fluent as possible. I'm not stuttering much. I'm, it's very fluid, right?
Yes.
And yesterday I also uploaded just edit on Instagram, right? You saw, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, me meeting with Ronaldo. Of course, I'm the GOAT, right?
Yeah. You are the coach.
Yes, so, yeah, that's the thing, man.
New goat.
Yeah, today Messi, he scheduled a meeting with me as well, and I'm going to go to just like me.
He's a billionaire, man.
Yeah, you see, without me, what can happen, man?
Yeah.
Exactly. So, like, bro, the third question I'm going to get to is, yeah, we have talked about a lot of personal stuff thus far, and like, some things here and there about TikTok, and I was on it.
Yeah.
So right now, what I'm going to, the point I'm going to get to is, everybody in our group, right? They have a special sort of respect for you, especially since you have accomplished something, right? And people usually associate your name with Amazon FBA. So the question comes in two separate ways. The first question is, who taught you about all of this?
Okay.
Like, you said you had a personal mentor, right?
Yes.
And the second question is, What did you achieve through this?
Okay. So, firstly, my mentor, because I was like going through TikToks. I saw Shai Danur. Then I went to his profile. I said maybe he would give me a good idea about business because I had around 100 real, or maybe you can say like $300, not 100 real. It was $1,000 real. That was like the money which I was having at that time. Okay. So I went to his account. I said, let's try. Maybe it's possible. So his course is a little bit expensive. I said, okay, no worries. Maybe someone else have bought it. So in Qatar, I went to one of my friends. I told him I have this dream of becoming a good, successful businessman. And I saw this guy, and he said, "Oh, this guy, I have some videos of his course." So I accomplished my dream of Amazon FBA by learning from Shai Danwar. If Shai Danwar is viewing this video, so he might like it also because I am one of his students. Like because he has a mentor who earns around 14 million a year.
$14 million?
Dollars. That's the thing. So Shai Danwar is right now doing 5 million. His mentor is in his own course also. So one of the time when I think okay, so I am one of his students. I was doing great. Like Amazon FBA gave me everything. But once time came when I didn't, I thought maybe I would share it with you. Once the time came when my bank account was expired, and I think I got emails from Amazon 3 or 4 times. I didn't update it in my portfolio. So I renewed it. I renewed my account, my bank account, and then it was expired, so I renewed it. And then I went on to the portfolio, and when I owned my portfolio, it was unknown error and something was coming in. So I was depressed. What happened? What is that? And then when I saw my email, I saw in there that there was some type of email in which your account has been blocked because you had a time of 3 days to update your bank statement and everything. Before joining FBA, you have to actually have your IBAN certification and everything into the Amazon FBA, and then they would update you every year that your portfolio is doing great and great. And we have 5 years and 3 years of expiry dates in our bank accounts. So my bank account was expired, and then I was renewing it. When I was renewing it, the bank got rid of my own, or the Amazon FBA got rid of my own account. I was like, what happened? And then I had some assets. I had some good friends of mine, and they were selling for me the products which I was actually shipping over here, and then was shipping to the other countries when the order came. But it's okay because I have some assets which will help me to move forward. And what was your second question?
The second question is, what have you accomplished?
So my accomplishment was for 2 years, I've got to. I was in my first month. I didn't get any sale. It was no sales, zero.
The first month.
Second month, I got $2,300 worth of sale. And then when I went on in first year, I got around $40,000 worth of sale.
What was the ROI?
Return on investment was 10%.
10%?
Yes.
Wow, that's actually a very decent amount of profit, right? Many people, that amount of return on investment is worth many people's salary here. So it's absolutely amazing. And for many people back in our home countries, it's like, where's the life savings?
Yes, yes. It's like life savings.
And
Even you can build 2-3 houses more and then rent them and then get assets. I had many ideas to do it, but like when I got blocked from there and then I got portfolio banned, so that's a little bit not good for me. But like I had assets, so I had to do I had to convert to it. So it's okay. It's helping me around, and then like I have more suppliers coming in. I had to sell that also. So after that, I got rid of it so that I can make a new company like for you, and then help you in that, and then also help the other team members how to handle it, how to do everything. That's the thing.
yeah, man, it's actually amazing, right? Yeah, by the way, bro, you have been with Mubashir for how many years now? Like friends?
I think 6 or 7 years.
That's actually a pretty long time, right?
Because he was in sixth class. Now I think around it's like seventh year starting it.
You know, the thing about Mubashir, right? He is somewhat like a gift to me, right?
Yeah.
Allah gave me as a gift because this year has been quite hard for me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been this problem, that problem, and lots of problem with respect to education, with respect to finances. Like at this day and age, right? It doesn't really feel that great to be
Mubashir is great. Like seriously, when you think of Mubashir, you are thinking of someone who is like giving you advice. On that, he's also motivating you.
Yeah.
So it's not like motivation of losers who get to like say to you that a monkey was living in America and he was doing like that. No, it's not. It's not like that.
He's like
He's like a good and a huge type of motivation for us. Also in the team, like he motivates us every time. Like, okay, this is the thing, and you should have to do this.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. So
like the persona I associate with him, right? Whenever I think of Mubashir, I think of somebody reliable, right?
yes,
Yeah, if you rely on him for something, yeah, he's genuinely is of some help,
yeah,
whatever it may be. And not just that, he's not like that type of a waste person, right? You know, there are some waste people. They're like, they waste their time.
yeah. They waste their time for nothing. Like they're users. They
And not just that. And by wasting time, right? There are two types of wasting time.
yes,
One type of wasting time is like you are working, you are spending your time, but like, you know, you're working behind the most pointless thing ever.
yeah.
Yeah.
And many people in the society, like not only in Pakistani society, but many people in society, even in Bangladesh, even in many countries around the world, they're doing something pointless. Like if you have some time, you have to spend it on something which benefits you. It's like either your life is going to lose or you are going to win. If you're going to lose yourself from anything which is pointless, then what's the thing of your life? I'm serious.
Yeah, exactly. Like, what's the purpose?
What's the purpose of your life? Like, if you're doing something pointless which cannot help you in the next few years, you are going to.
Yeah, and not just this. Like, it's not benefiting you in this life, and it's not benefiting you in the next life.
In the next life also.
So, okay. So, yeah, that's the first type of people, right? They work, but they are working behind the most pointless thing ever. Then there's the second type of person, and I'm sure we have these type of people in every single one of our circle, right?
Yes.
Every single day they go for partying, they waste their time.
Waste money. First aspect of like wasting money is party.
Yeah,
When you have that much money on which you can party, then go for it. If no, then how you are doing a party with like wasting your money, wasting your not your money which you earn by yourself, but wasting your parents' money. That's the thing. Like many from us also, like in our age, they are not having a job, they're not having a business, and they're wasting their father's money, their parents' money. This is the thing, and the whole circus with this kind of people.
you know, you have actually made like, you know, a very good point. I relate to this, right? Because like, see, for me, these days, just because of the fact that I'm relying on my parents' money, right? I cannot sleep well. I'm like, why am I still relying on them? Why don't I have my own source of income? How long am I going to rely? It's like making my heart ache and my head ache. Because of this, I can't even sleep. How am I going to earn money? How am I going to become independent, right?
Yeah.
Because this level of dependence, at some point, it becomes suffocating. I want to live on my own. I want to do my own thing. I want to become my own person, right?
Yeah.
And this brings me to another point, right? People, they are okay with wasting money on food. They are okay with wasting money on utility. But when they go to use the money for business, that time, no, it's risky. Yada, yada.
That's it. And my mentor, Sindana Shahid Anwar, he was the same guy, like with us. He had actually, he like didn't went to school after 10th class. Okay, so he didn't went to school for after 10th graduation. He didn't go to school, so he used to rely on his parents' money. He used to say in TikToks also. He used to say that I used to go to my mother and would ask her for money, but when she didn't give me, I would used to cry. Now when I have my own money, I used to help her also. So this is the thing. When you waste your money for something which is pointless, and you waste your money for food, Season Burak, he's benefiting from you because he's doing business. He's having a business. Short Bay is benefiting from you. He's doing business. He has all the brands over to from Qatar to many countries around the world, like 50 countries, something like that.
Yeah, Season Borat, right?
Season Burak is an internet sensation.
Yeah, exactly.
He does everything.
Yeah.
Because of you, he's benefiting.
Yeah, exactly, right? And not just that, I've seen that guy's videos, right? The way he smiles at the camera is...
Bro, it's like something. He was a chef janitor. Like he was a junior chef at that time when he got to know about TikTok. He was one of the first users in TikTok. He was one of the first users in TikTok, and he got verified at that time. When he got verified, at I think 2 years, got him lengthy 2 years or 3 years. Some of the creators were like in 1 year they got verified. So this guy actually benefits from most of the time from many big type of personalities, like Cristiano Ronaldo, even the president of Qatar, Sheikh Tamim. When he went to Turkey, he went to his own restaurant, the one which was actually controlled by him, by Season Burak. This is the thing. Season Burak, when he started, he was a junior chef. He was like a type of person which used to do some type of dishes which was given to his chef. He was a great chef, and then he used to give him used to give all the group the recipe, and they would do that. So this was Season Burak's actual story. Then when he became a little bit more into social media, he used the algorithms, he used everything. He went popular in Turkey, Qatar, and then in Dubai. So when he came to Dubai, it was like blast for him. Then he went on building his own brand, like Season Burak restaurant, and he came to Qatar also, Vendom Mall and Pearl Qatar, and big marketing areas over here. There are many rich people living in Pearl Qatar, and the area of Laguna Mall. He did his research. He used his mind that where can I get the people which are rich in money, not wasting their money too much, and giving their time, not wasting their time. He used to call out his own stuff. Used to call out many celebrities, and they came in because of his promotional videos. Because of his promotional videos, he used to come into the to the market side of many people. Laguna Mall is very famous area in Qatar. No, not Laguna. It's I think Vendom Mall. Vendom Mall is not Laguna. It's Vendom Mall. So Vendom and the area which he has covered, I think it's phenomenal. For him, it's fantastic, and it's like whatever I can describe. I don't have words for him, but it's like his own brand and his own thing. So he benefits from you, even if you are giving him 10,000 riyal. Even if you are giving him $2,000, he's benefiting from you.
Exactly. Okay, by the way, bro, what is your plan for the future? Like, what is this one goal you wish to accomplish by the time you are like old, retired?
Why are you are saying like retirement? But it's okay. Your question is valid. I think to build a great business and have great assets is my own goal. Is my own future goal that I used. Even my father has one of the tailoring shops. He is competing with a person who actually earns, who has 32 branches in Qatar, and he earns around 3 million riyal, like it's $1 million
Per day, no, per year.
per month.
Per month?
Yes, it's per month. He's competing with him. And how much is my father doing? 300,000 riyal in 1 month. Right now for one branch only.
300,000 riyal per month.
Per month. It's 100.
That's like a massive scale, right? Especially like since we are not citizens here, as in we don't have Qatar nationality, and with that in mind, we have much lower privileges. So these sorts of stories of financial success, right? It's like very inspirational, and it makes one think, right? Yeah, and that's the thing, right? My father, he used to run a business as well in Qatar. He used to sell, the VoIP services, right?
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, for international calls before WhatsApp and these services became popular. Yeah, they used to call through VoIP services.
Mhm.
So our family made a huge fortune through that, and we bought a lot of real estate back in our home country. But for me personally, right, I don't want to really rely on this. I want to rely on my own things.
Yeah, it's your own things which gonna benefit you. It's not your parents who is gonna give you the whole life. But it's okay. You can start it from your own savings. Like even 10 real can go for it. $3 can even give you a good life. $3 when you started with the cryptocurrency and many other things, they're gonna give you a good source of income. When you start at $3, it gives you 10% pump, and it will go to like 3.3, and then pump it again. It's like when you save for yourself, you are gonna actually grow up.
Yeah, okay. By the way, bro, you said that your dream goal is to build a good business, a successful business, right? Yeah, what's your vision of a successful business? What do you think it is supposed to be like? Do you want to build a personal brand of some sort, which goes internationally?
National, I think our marketing would have been can be a good
Brand. Yeah, it can be a good brand, inshallah. Because, for me,
even if we invest thousands of dollars in other social media platforms, but again, it should be a great brand, inshallah.
the thing is,
This is my only goal right now.
right now,
But again, I need more assets to earn more. It's not one asset to earn a little. No, it's more assets to earn more.
so a diversified portfolio, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, by the way, I think it's Kevin O'Leary or Dave Ramsey. I don't remember precisely. What he said was your portfolio should be based on your experience, right? So, for instance, if you think 80% of your experience is with real estate, don't keep 10% of your portfolio as real estate. Keep 80% of your portfolio as real estate because that's your specialty, right?
Real estate. Okay.
or like if your expertise is 50% crypto, right? You not keep your asset as 10% crypto. Keep it 50%.
Let me answer you this also. So first of all, it's not only crypto, it's not only real estate, it's not only this and that. It's either 10%, it's either percents of your assets, like 10% crypto, 10% real estate, 10% you say gold, buying gold and selling that, 10% of this and that, so that you can get profit. Your charts will go up when you get more assets in. That's the thing. So I think many people don't realize it, how to like manage your own portfolio. When you manage your own portfolio, then you can get the money you want, the success you want in your business. It's not all about money, it's all about your own thinking of complexity. Like what complex ways you can get to, so that you can do the business, you can do e-commerce, you can do online marketing, you can digital marketing. You can have digital marketing as you're saying, one of your own brands, you can build them up. So building one brand can also give you one, like one third of your assets. This is the thing.
Yeah, by the way, now that you have mentioned also marketing, right? So for me, I think it's time I tell like what's my thought about the whole thing. Even for me, when I initially kept the name, right, I was like, the name isn't really that deep, right? It's just straightforward. Our job is to market products. Yeah, it's like
It's get seen,
see and get seen.
see and get seen.
Yeah. But then I've pondered upon the definition, right? On one thing I realized is in modern day, if you would really want to become rich and successful, data and
Try something new.
not just that, data and information is the key.
Service.
Service, that's true, but I'm not talking about in that sense. For
You
example,
can get the data also from the service.
yeah,
Like for example, Google, you'll get the more of the data is like what people feel.
that's true. I mean, it's not just about service. Companies like Google, for instance, or Microsoft, they are a conglomerate of information, right? They basically make most of their money, especially Google, right? They make most of their money through YouTube, Google Ads.
Yeah, Google Ads.
Yeah,
Many other.
that's the bulk of their revenue, right? Even though they have many other products like Google sells Pixels,
Yeah,
and then it's franchises.
like they have built their own assets, and I'm telling you, like even the TV would be maybe sometimes Google would invent their own TV, Pixel TV, something like that.
Yeah. And so the thing about the word onzo, right? It means
See,
see. Look, I've mentioned this in the previous podcast as well. But then seeing is also about acquiring information, right? Acquiring data. So the plan I'm going for is onzo, right? It's not going to stay a marketing brand forever. It's going to start out with marketing, then eventually it's going to branch out and get into various other roles. Wow, what's your thought on that?
I think for initial first 3 to 4 years, we should do marketing. Then we should try to make our own brand, our own products. You can even try to like go to a Chinese supplier and tell him, okay, give me this, and then we'll say to you, and 10%, I'll give you the 10% which you want. This is the thing. So first 4 years, try to make like good revenue income from marketing. Then go for brand building and go for products and go for your own products also, like exclusively for Onzer only. Like, don't make it marketing only, make it a good brand for electronics, for bringing in some good fashionable designs for like you can say shalwar kameez, our Pakistanis which they wear, even their fabrics, even their good quality fabrics, which can be also brought from Pakistan. It will be great. It owns your in first 4 initial years go for marketing and then go for
Yeah, products. Well, and especially since we are in marketing and sales, right? It's going to give us a huge leverage, right?
yeah.
Yeah, we are going to have this sort of, even if we have shitty products, at least we
Yeah.
know how to sell.
Yeah, we know how to sell it. Like we know where to how to have demographics, how to go with that, and how to like graphically grab grab some consumers and then tell them, okay, this is the value of this product, and you can use it for this.
By the way, in your opinion, in good business, what is the one essential skill that everybody should have?
One essential skill that everybody should see if they're thinking and their positivity to the business. When you have a confident mind, when you have positivity to the business, towards the business, they research well, they do their homework well, there you will get a good successful business.
Yeah, I've actually made a good point because companies like Google, Microsoft, and all that,
They do
right?
their research well.
No, it's not that. It's actually the total opposite of what we think. You know, they provide a lot of benefits. You can even take your dogs to your offices.
Yeah.
They give like extremely high salaries.
And
But you know, the
one
people,
of the
right?
things which I heard from one of my relatives is that the company was small actually. The company which he was working in was like not real. So it was having around 20,000 employees. Only a small company. It's like small because when you think big, out of the circle, it's gonna blow up. Then people are gonna say, "What man? He's having this much plus this much good thinking of business. Like he had 80,000 employees, 90,000 employees. Wow, man! Like I'm surprised about that.
Yeah, companies like Amazon, for instance, have
Yeah.
more than 500,000 employees.
Yeah.
Which is like,
I had one of the company. I researched about it. It was in Japan. It was a fabric type of company, and they had around 500,000 employees. Basically, even like counting out agents also. If you don't count out agents because they go to other countries and they take out the money and that's the thing. If you, it was like 1.5 million. If you take out that 500,000, it would be around 1 million people who are working in Japan for their company, for their company. Whoever he is, like I had a research on Japanese fabric company. I had to was my father told me, so I had to do it.
yeah, by the way, have you seen one of my videos where I discuss about the new gold rush?
I think I've seen many of your videos, but I don't know which are.
Okay, so the summary of the video is that I discuss about how the new age billionaires, right? They're going to be content creators.
Yeah, actually see it. So, like, even Elon Musk when he bought Twitter's shares, 15%. I think 15%.
Yeah, the 12-15%.
Yeah, so he bought 15%, and then he bought the whole company, and he fires out all the employees and everything. So he didn't meant to fire out all the employees which were actually working good. No, it was like change, and change should happen. When you have some type of potential power in your hand, you should use it to change that company, change its policies. Like even the stable, we should change it. We should change its design. Maybe it's not good enough for me. If I'm the owner of this whole, like right now we're doing the forecast in International Library. If I'm the owner of this library, since when I become the owner of this library, if example, So let's say these computers are not good. We should change it. Maybe these computers should come in this side. It's like the same thing when you are doing some good changes in the company. You're actually doing it because either your mind is complex to have something which is like you can say to be successful in that own assets you have. Like for example, Tesla. Now he was not a civil engineer, but he was forced to do civil engineering so that he uh, engineering so that he can like make a good car.
Okay. By the way, yeah, about the next gold rush, right? As I was saying, the next stage billionaires are going to be content creators. For example, you know Mr. Beast, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, Mr. Beast and many other YouTubers are following his suit. They're creating the self brand. For example, Mr. Beast has this
Mr. Beast burgers.
Mr. Beast burgers, then Feastables.
Yeah, Feastables also.
Yeah. So I think the next age billionaires, right?
Uh-huh. He is having one of the assets.
Yes.
That's one of his good assets
Yes.
he's having.
So
Even over here in Qatar, Mr. Q, store Nasser for his own store is when it was opened in Qatar Mall. Many of his advertisements went to him. Like I don't want to mention it, but I want to mention it because it inspires me when someone actually do good entry their reasons. Like opening a store in Qatar Mall will be like many would take many years to many people like they don't want to go from walls and do. It's a good type of area which many people comes at. Even once up in other right now, I know 900 people can in just 1 hour. Like I think 90 of them maybe spot something from there. Even if Qatar Mall is doing more, it's like millions of riyal in one day.
yeah, speaking of Mr. Beast, right? He actually started out, playing these number games. For instance, I'm going to say Logan Paul's name 100,000 times without rest. Okay, so what I'm going to say is, yeah, guys, I'm going to directly challenge Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast, if you're seeing me, I'm actually going to break your record. I'm crash your record.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to say your name more than 100,000 times, Logan Paul's name 100,000 times.
Yeah.
I'm going to mention them. Yeah. And not just that, what I'll do is I'll do it at least 10 times faster. At the very least, 10 times faster.
But you're editing it.
No, I won't. No editing.
No.
Yeah, I won't really. Right? I won't mention it once, and I won't do that. It's going to be all natural, no cutting.
Nothing.
I'm going to do it direct, right?
Okay.
It's going to be really noticeable.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it 10 times faster, 10 times more. Yeah, and yeah, if you're watching this, yeah,
You're watching this, he's gonna challenge you actually. He's the next.
I'm the next goat, what?
Yeah, he's the next.
That's the thing, right? These days, you need to create content. You need to engage with the audience in order to build a brand.
Yeah.
And this is the reason why I think Tesla has been so successful. For instance, Toyota, right?
Yeah.
Toyota is still more purchased and more common than Tesla, right?
Yes. So, what do I think of Toyota is that when you are actually having a business and you are in like type of good income, not that type of millions and billions, you should buy Toyota. Don't go for Bugatti at that time. Don't go for that. Go for what actually comes to you. If it's $10,000, buy a 10,000 car. Why you buy $1 million car when you're having 10,000? That's the thing. People think that like they are successful in that $10,000. It's not. Your success rate is more higher. You have to think high up so that you can get Brazilian. So you have to think high up in the sky so that like people would say,
Yeah,
okay, so he was a Toyota driver and then he got to Bugatti.
yeah, you're right.
Supercar and Blonde, if she's watching that, she was having a Nissan, something like that, Nissan.
Yeah, even Jeff Bezos.
Yeah,
Bezos, right? Even when he was a billionaire, right?
She has many cars.
Yeah.
Supercar Blonde. Supercar Blonde, I don't know. Yes, and it's like confusing name, but it's okay. Continue.
It's Jeff Bezos, right? Even while he was a billionaire, he was driving this Nissan or something car. And this one reporter came and asked, yo, bro, man, you're a billionaire and you're still driving this car. And Bezos was like, yeah, it's still working.
Yeah, I know that video. I actually saw it in TikToks.
Yeah, it still works. Yeah, like no matter how corrupt many of these billionaires may be, right? They have the right mentality. This is partly why. No, this is exactly why they're successful.
Yeah.
They're like, if I'm going to get into something, I'm going to get into it as if this is the only life I have and this is the only chance I have. And they won't really care about anything else. People think that acquiring wealth is about status, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to get rich because that is what success is. No, that's not it. Like for me personally, I don't want to become rich or wealthy per se, right? For me, what I want to do is I want to have something to achieve in life. For instance, if you want to become an engineer, I mean that's cool, right? Your dream is I want to become an engineer, and then you study at school, you finish university, you're an engineer after you get the certificate, right?
Yeah.
What are you going to dream of next?
That's the thing. That's the thing of when you think out of circle, even building a company would be great. Your own brand, wishing for your own brand. Might be that your degree doesn't give you some type of good job.
So, bro, the point I'm going to make is some of these people, they drive me absolutely mad. They drive me crazy, right? Because, when you're supposed to have a dream, it's not supposed to be, I will become an engineer and then I'll do this. No, a kid starts dreaming with, this car, I love the car. I want to make my own car one day.
Yeah.
And then what can I do to make my own car? I have to become an engineer. If you're dreaming that way, right? Then even after you become an engineer, you will still have it.
You will still have that dream.
Yeah, I'll be like, I became an
If
engineer.
you start with initial steps, if you try to make a good, try to get some type of good advices from many people and then try to make it, so that will be a great successful. That will be a good, you will say, okay, one of the dream which I was doing, like inventing the tires or inventing the rubbers, which I had to do my own design. That's the initial steps which I actually did. Right now, I have one more dream that I would complete this car. This is the thing which you have to think about. Yeah. You don't think out of the circle. You think inside the circle.
Yeah, by the way, my bro, what's your opinion on Andrew Tate, right? Andrew Tate.
Yeah.
He has this Hustler University thing.
Yeah.
And his videos are all over YouTube Shorts, TikTok, Instagram. It's literally everywhere. And even on Twitter, right? He got more than 2 million followers in just 3 to 4 days.
Yeah.
So he's in this huge growth thing, right? What's your opinion of that?
Okay. So what's my opinion on Andrew Tate? First of all, I didn't had any interest in him, but once I know that his interest on Islam was a little bit more towards it, then I thought maybe that Andrew Tate is having some feelings to Islam. When I got to know that he is actually converted to Islam, after that I saw that his videos are really great, as his own university is very. At times I also tried to search Hustlers University, where is that, this and that. So at times I had to research about that so that I can get in and I can try to study from him also. I think about Andrew Tate is that a Roman guy which thinks of good, successful life is something which which is really great for many students. Even though they have a dream of like becoming a pilot,
Yeah, exactly.
this
But the bro,
version should
thing, what I'm going to say is like, Hustlers University, right? Everybody's promoting it everywhere, and it's like this completely new thing. And the one thing I was thinking about this is like, this is actually a very interesting model, right? I did some research on what Hustler University is like, and like, it's not like something extremely special, like they provide this life-changing courses. No, it's not that. Whatever they teach in Hustlers University, you can actually find it for free elsewhere on the internet. Right? But yeah, I've seen a lot of YouTubers, they criticize Hustlers University because it provides, but it doesn't provide as expected. It doesn't provide worth the value. But I've also talked about some people that actually bought the course for Hustlers University, right? And these people, one thing I've asked them is, what's your opinion on the whole thing? And a lot of them said the exact same thing, right? It's like, Hustlers University, it doesn't really teach that much great things, but the best part about it is that it has a community, right? Yeah, the community, the experience is the reason why it's worth going to. It's not about like, I learned the course and all that. If you're going with that intention, you're going to be immensely disappointed.
you will be disappointed, because when you go to something, you have to be confident that you will also accomplish it. Like if you want a shoes brand like Adidas was nothing. Like even Coca-Cola, in first year they got only 25 sales, 25 bottles sale only, and then they built their brand. They tried something new.
Yeah, okay.
Nah, cocaine, man, what the heck? So they actually, what they did, that they actually tried to make it classic, like making juice with your spoon, something like that. They even do it.
And just a spoon of cocaine as
Yeah, not home, and that's like illegal.
yeah, no, that's what Coke used in their early days when they were.
Maybe a little bit, not that much. Yeah.
No, actually, they used to put tons of cocaine, and then eventually, like, it was illegal.
Coffee.
Eventually, it was made illegal,
Yeah, it was made illegal then.
and then they changed the recipe.
Yeah,
But yeah, your point still stands, right? Oh, yeah, the other thing about Hustlers University is that it doesn't provide that great of courses. So I'm thinking, what if we made something like that? Like, can you name any alternatives to Hustlers University?
my alternatives, like whatever new sometimes people used to try. I think Hustlers University should be competing with Shaidanur's own course.
Yeah, but having a course is immensely different from, running this e-university and all that. So I'm thinking, right, what if we provided the exact same things that Trade provides, but with higher quality,
Yeah, higher quality.
much higher quality, a better experience, and a better interface, right? For example, Hustlers University, they do their shit on Discord, right?
Yeah,
What if we build our own website for it?
that's great. That's actually great. If we tried something like new, like social media reach and everything, I tried to make videos. We tried to make videos. So it might be that.
Okay, so by the way, bro, it was actually very informative to talk.
Yeah.
We get to know each other, and I wish we had more time to talk, right?
Yeah.
Because the library is going to close now. We could discuss more. I think we can do another podcast next week as well. If talking is there.
Next week, I think my result will gonna come on next week, so it's gonna take a little while, but it's okay.
After 30.
Okay, so there we go. Next week, I think we're gonna do it also. Feature. You can do it with Mubashir, then I'll come.
I mean, it doesn't have to be 1-2%.
1-2%, even new person can come in.
4 or 5.
Yeah.
That's how many podcasts are, right? Yeah, okay, man. It was actually very informative to talk to you about a lot of the things, right?
Yeah.
And this time we actually made sure to do the angling correctly. My previous videos, the angling was extremely garbage. Yeah, I'm going to give all my gratitude to Segusu for helping me out. Yeah, thanks, bro. I mean, I don't think the production quality would have been this good without your help with the angling, right? And the other thing I'm going to say is, right, like, yeah, let's end it here, right?
Yeah, let's introduce.
Yeah, so, yeah, it was nice talking to you, man. And, okay, so, yeah. So, I want to try.